Gardener Sydney here. So today is very special because we actually get to go out into our garden. So we haven't been out in the garden for a little while, and I want to do a garden checkup and see what's happening, what's growing, if anything different or new is there. And I am so excited that we get to do that today. I'm gonna tell you now what we're gonna do when we go into the garden, and I'm gonna show you one of my other gardens. This is the Russell School Garden, so we're gonna look around this one first. So when we come into our garden, the first thing we wanna do is just look around. Use our scientist's eyes to see if anything is new or different, and just take a peek. Then what we are going to do is explore with our 5 senses. Today we are going to use our sense of sight, our sense of sound, our sense of smell, and our sense of touch. We're not gonna taste today, but we're gonna use all of the other 4. So let's practice using our sense of sight. When we are out in the garden and I go, science goggles, you'll know it is time to use your sense of sight. When we go out into the garden to use our sense of sight, we're gonna look around and see what we can find. So right now I am looking for different colors. I see a very light green, a purple, and a dark green. So we are gonna look for colors in our Morse School garden. Next is our sense of sound. We can test the sound of different plants by giving them a gentle rustle with our hands. So in the garden, when I say science ears, you'll know it's time to use our sense of sound. Let me show you how to do that now. So here at my garden, I have a mint bush. We're gonna give it a little rustle. What does that sound like to you? I wonder what things will sound like at our school garden. The next thing we're going to use is our sense of smell. So when I say, science smell, and point to my nose, you'll know it's time to test our smell. So we're gonna smell one plant here that I know we have at the Morse School too. Here is a rosemary plant. I love rosemary. Pick off a little leaf and I'm gonna smell it. It smells, I think to me it smells like winter and eating good food. I really like rosemary on potatoes, so it reminds me of breakfast. Finally, our last sense that we are going to use today in the garden is our touch, our science touch. Now, it might be a little cold out in the garden without our gloves, so what we might do is pick a piece of a plant to take inside and feel. So I'm gonna show you how to gently take a leaf, and in the garden, I want you to always ask me or your teachers first if it's okay to pick a leaf off of a plant. Here is the plant that I want to feel today. And I'm gonna very gently pull some leaves out. So this feels rubbery. It feels like the leaves are pretty fat. Feels very cool. I hope we can feel some other plants at the Morse School. That is what we're gonna do in our garden today. We're gonna do a garden checkup since it's been a while since we've seen the garden. And I think we also might get a chance to see our winter rye in person. So I can't wait to see you out in the garden. Let's get out there and do some science exploring. Bye, friends.